Hey guys, welcome to the Sim Racing Paddock. I'm William Marsh, and let's talk about rFactor 2. In this video, you are riding along in the McLaren 650S GT3 race car at Silverstone. The reason I chose this car and track combination is because this is what McLaren is using in their World's Fastest Gamer competition. The McLaren 650S GT3 race car is the first paid DLC by Studio 397 and is sort of marking this shift to a new direction for rFactor 2. The question is it the right choice? I believe so. Since Studio 397 has taken over development of rFactor 2, you are seeing this progressive shift in rFactor 2, I believe, to the right direction. We are seeing a greater level of transparency from the developers to the community, and we're also seeing them acting on their plans in a relatively fast manner. We're not seeing them announce one thing and release it a year later. We're seeing them announce something and maybe release it 2 months later. Under Studio 397, we have gotten quite a few cars that are actually pretty fun to drive. We got the US Formula 2000 race car, which is, in my opinion, one of the best low-speed open-wheel cars available on the sim right now. We also got the Radical SR3, which is a blast to drive as well. Now we have the McLaren 650S GT3, as well as 4 other GT3 race cars that are going to be coming soon. And we also now have the confirmation that Formula E is actually going to be coming to rFactor 2 as well, most likely along with a large track roster that Formula E races on. I know some people are having their feathers ruffled by the thought of paid DLC. They have been getting a little upset about Formula E coming to rFactor 2 because they're not a fan of electric cars, but from a business standpoint, this is a smart move for rFactor 2. Like it or not, Formula E has a decent viewer base. Formula E are marketing their races well. They're marketing their promotional events. Even though the Vegas Visa E-Race in January went pretty sour, it still brought some recognition to rFactor 2, and we have been seeing a steady increase in people playing rFactor 2 since that race. In addition, all those people who are going to be buying rFactor 2 for Formula E are likely going to be the people who are going to fund what we are wanting to drive. I've heard word that Studio 397 is planning on bringing laser scan tracks to rFactor 2. That ain't cheap. If you want to do that, you're going to have to shell out some money. Not just for the scan, but also for track licenses. I've heard that tracks like Le Mans and the Nordschleife are $30,000 to license. For a small team, that can be difficult, but with DLC funding the title, that can help with that cost. I think that because we're seeing the GT3 cars as paid DLC, because we're most likely going to see the Formula E content as DLC, we're going to get quite a bit more content because people are going to buy that DLC, they're going to support rFactor 2, and that's going to open the doors for a lot more content to come to the sim. In addition, another thing I wanted to give Studio 397 massive props on is the advancements in the engine, not just for the physics, but also for the visuals. Since Studio 397 took over, we have seen the migration to DirectX 11, albeit in a beta state right now. We also have support for virtual reality. 1 year ago, you wouldn't be seeing this footage you're seeing right now of me driving with the Oculus Rift. And that also is going to appeal to more users, the ones who are wanting to use a simulator setup with virtual reality. That is going to open that door for people to buy rFactor 2 and experience it in virtual reality, and that will bring more people in, and that will open the door to more content. So my bottom line is, while we are seeing a shift in the development for rFactor 2, isn't that what we asked for a year ago? Studio 397 is doing a heck of a job of bringing rFactor 2 from the brink of death and making it into a formidable simulator that is actually appealing for racing enthusiasts. So great job, Studio 397. I'm excited to see what you're bringing next. So I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments. Do you think that rFactor 2 is heading in the right direction? Let us know in the comments. Also, if you like this video, please hit that like and subscribe buttons down below and help keep us on track. For the Sim Racing Paddock, I'm William Marsh, and you have a great rest of your day.